Ciao from our home in Acicatena. On this episode of You, Me, and Sicily, we're going to go to the West Coast, to Menfi, to meet Marilena Barbera and the Cantine Barbera. And I have to tell you, folks, this woman knows more about wine from the beginning, from the farm to the production, than anyone I've ever met, Alfred.
It was interesting for us because last year we examined the vineyard on the East Coast in Etna, and now to see this one over here was, to me, was great.
Well, for us here in Etna, all the wines are affected by her, and on the West Coast, it's all about the sand, the sea, but both delicious.
Yes, to me, North, South, East, West, and Vino Veritas. As long as it tastes good, that's what I like.
Enjoy. Ciao.
Wow.
Wine has been produced in Sicily for many centuries, but it's only been since the late 20th century that Sicilian wines began receiving worldwide attention. While Sicilian wines were produced in mass quantities, not much attention was given to quality, so its reputation was one of roughness instead of elegance like in other parts of Italy. Now, a new generation of wine producers is showing the world Sicilian wines can compete on a global stage. Marilena Barbera is a farmer, an artist, a scientist, entrepreneur, and part of a rising new generation of Sicilian vintners.
This is art, but it's also science.
Marilena and her mother oversee the Cantine Barbera in Menfi, located in the province of Trapani on the southwest coast of Sicily. The region is known worldwide for its grapes and olives, thanks to a simple formula of fertile soil, salty sea breeze, and plenty of Sicilian sun. The vineyard was a wedding gift to Marilena's grandparents in the 1920s.
It was normal in ancient times to give land to their children when they were about to start their own family. It was an opportunity of building a new family, so of living on land. That was exactly what happened in Sicily about 100 years ago.
Her grandparents planted not only vines, but also olive trees, artichokes, and other sustainable foods. In the mid-50s, the property was gifted to Marilena's father, who initially sold the grape harvest to others. But in the 90s, he decided to try winemaking himself for his family and friends.
Slowly, in 3-4 years, this became a real thing because people liked the wine, so they started to ask for more bottles. And that was when I jumped into the company as well.
Wow.
So we started as a game, as a family thing, just a very small thing. And we started growing every year a little bit more until now. That is the third generation farmers and grape growers.
Today, Marilena is carrying out her father's dream by having her hands in every aspect of the production, from growing grapes and following each vine closely, to the organic harvest.
You have to taste and to check and to see every part of the grape to actually decide when it's time to pick it and when it's time to harvest.
To the fermentation, labeling, and finally, the bottling and sales.
This is French oak, and it's a small, what they call barrique. All containers will influence the wine evolution and will express the wine from a different potential to another level. We will use those barrels for, let's say, about 6 months only, and then the wine that was kept in the barrels, the small ones, will go into the big ones for further refining. And that refining period would last about 2 or 3 years to let the wine totally express its aromatic potential.
While we were there, a local farmer brought in his grapes for Marilena to test various characteristics, including sugar levels.
This is a passito grape, as you see. This is very soft, and it's about to dry. It means that the sugar content is higher than in normal ripe grapes. To determine not just the taste, but also how the skin will react to pressing, how the juice will stick onto your fingers. Okay, now what we do is to, wow,
20 e mezzo.
23 e 2.
This can indicate the potential alcohol content of the wine.
That means a potential alcohol of 16.
As we showed you in past episodes, Sicilians take deep pride in their products, put their heart and soul into everything they make, create, or grow, and in many cases, this passion becomes the essence of their existence.
What's your favorite part about winemaking?
Tasting. Tasting a wine from when it is grape to when it will become wine, it is an incredible experience because you will witness all the phases of transformation and you will understand how a fruit, which actually a grapevine is fruit, can be transformed into something totally different.
We soon learned that wines have personalities. Some are male or female, and each one changes depending on several variables throughout the entire process.
How do you know the personality of a wine?
By tasting, by following the grapes since when they are wine grapes to when they will become wine.
These are truly your babies.
Yes, I know them.
According to Marilena, it turns out one of Sicily's old favorite wines, Nero de Avola, is labeled incorrectly. She said it should be nera, not nero, female, not male, because the grapes produce a female wine.
But actually the wine that comes from a Nero d'Avola is a woman. And it's a woman that can be a young woman, like a little girl, and that's the little girl, Pink, Bambina.
And you named her?
Yes. Or an older woman, that is a red wine.
Today, Barbera Cantina produces 13 different wines using 10 different grapes. Of course, we had to sample some of them.
Inzolia. Inzolia is a nice Greek ancient variety that was brought by Greek people, let's say about 2,500 years ago.
Cheers. What do you think, Alfred?
I think that this is one of the finest Sicilian wines, white wines I've tasted in a long time.
100% Sicilian. We love that. A Sicilian woman of the earth, that it's cultivated really some beautiful babies.
Well, you know, the whole premise of our programming and our documentary is to illustrate points of light.
Right here.
A point of light, a real succinct point of light. And we find them, don't we? We find them all over the island.
It's endless. It's really endless.
And we're so proud, and thank you very much for inviting us to the cantina today.
Ching ching.
Okay.
Here's to wine and grapes.
In vino veritas.
And here's to Sicily.
And here's the Sicily, yes.
Salute from Menfi. Ciao.